Well, how's it going, everybody? I hope you're all having a great day. I'm just finishing up here at the golf course. Was working with one of my students. We had an awesome time. And I just thought I'd hop on and make this video because a lot of you have been reaching out and you've been like, Blaine, what are you doing? I thought you were teaching golf lessons, and now here you are saying that you don't do golf lessons. Well, here's the thing. I work with golfers and I spend time coaching them, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I do golf lessons, okay? And there's a big difference between that. So my student and I that we just finished up with, we just spent a couple hours out on the course, but almost none of that conversation had anything to do with the technical portion of the swing. See, what I do is I work with all sorts of different people on helping them reshape their mindset and their belief pattern so that they can build the habits and the routines that they need to achieve whatever it is they're trying to achieve. So when it comes to golfers, it just so happens to be that a lot of people want to hit the ball farther, they want to swing more consistently, they want to score lower. So when we're going through a golf lesson, really we're talking about mindset. How do we visualize a shot? How do we go through a pre-shot routine? And then how do we create the belief system internally so that we can create the practice routine and the habits that go into becoming a great golfer? And this goes for anybody. In the fitness industry, when I was working with people, say in the CrossFit world, they wanted to move more weight in less time. And so it was, okay, how do we change the mindset that goes into that? Well, in order to move more weight in less time, we need to prioritize certain things. We look at the best athletes in the world. What do? How do we create habits and routines that mirror what the best in the world are doing so that we can become one of those people as well, if that's what our goal is? So in the CrossFit world, if you want to move more weight in less time, you need to improve your mobility. You need to improve the foundation of your movement patterns. But regardless of the conversation, we still need to go a layer deeper and change that mindset into, I'm the kind of person who does blank because the kinds of people who do blank achieve blank. And this applies to anybody. If you want to lose weight, if you are overweight and you're unhappy, you say, okay, in my dream life, I would be at my ideal weight. I'd have a lot of energy and I'd be able to give back to my friends and my family. Awesome. I love it. Well, what kinds of actions do people who are at their ideal weight take? What behaviors do people who are at their ideal weight portray, or what do they do? If I want to be a person who's at my ideal weight, what kind of actions and habits and routines and foods and you name it do I need to do to achieve that? Great. What are the beliefs that I need to have about myself to be the kind of person who takes those actions, not because I have to do this, but because that's what people who achieve those things do? I hope this is making sense. And this applies to anybody. If you want to make more money at your job and get a raise, you look at where you are and you say, oh man, that guy over there, he makes more money than I do. Well, what does that person do differently? What are the habits and the routines and the beliefs that higher achiever incorporates into their life that got them to that level? Great. Let's design those habits and routines for your life, because when you take those actions, you will achieve that same thing. What's the number one reason people don't lose weight? Come New Year's resolution time. They say, I want to lose weight. I'm going to get a gym membership. I'm going to go into the gym. What do they fail to do? They fail to make a habit and a routine out of what they're doing. And even if they grind it out for the first 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever it is, they get to the gym, but it's a grind. They don't stick with it because they weren't able to incorporate the right habits and routines to become the kind of person who goes to the gym regularly. Why? They didn't change their belief systems. They are still the old version of themselves, trying to fake it until they make it. But what you have to understand is, if you want to become the kind of person who goes to the gym every day, who achieves their ideal weight, you need to believe in the actions that you take and identify with the person that you're trying to become. This is why it's so important for, say, drug addicts or alcoholics to get out of their environment when they're trying to move forward and past their addiction. Because if you stop drinking or if you stop doing drugs, but you're still in that environment and you still relate with people who are in that environment, you're still going to become that kind of a person. There's too many triggers. You can't just get past it. So what you have to do is you have to get yourself out of that environment and surround yourself with people who are also working towards that thing you're trying to accomplish, so that you can relate to them and reinforce the idea that I'm the kind of person who does this because I'm working towards blank, and that's when things start to happen. So long story short, do I give golf lessons? No. Do I work with people on building meal plans? No. Do I help people lose weight? No. Yes, I do all those things. I get that. But I go much deeper into, I help you create that new identity about the person that you're trying to become and help you form the habits and routines to accomplish that outcome. And I hold you accountable so that you follow through on that thing that you told me that you want to do. So I hope this clears it up. Yes, I work with golfers. Yes, I work with people in the fitness world. Yes, I work with coaches. Yes, I work with people who want to lose weight. All those things are true. But that doesn't mean that that's just what I do. So if you think that you could benefit from what I have to offer, which I know I can get you results, it's just, are you willing to change that mindset and take the action that it takes to become that kind of a person? If that sounds like something that you want to do, go ahead and message me or schedule a call. I'd love to talk to you. And if I feel like you're ready to take that next step to actually make those changes and go ahead and implement a new lifestyle and a new way of thinking about what you think is possible, then we should work together, because that's a no-brainer. If that's going to be what it takes to empower you to make those next decisions and live the life that you really want to dream, then I feel like you're obligated to give me a call and let's do this. I mean, it's as simple as that. So I hope that really sheds some light, guys and gals, on what I do. So give me a call, shoot me a message. I'd love to talk to you, and let's get you some good results this year. I'll talk to you guys soon.